past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my wrath, did you ever finish? I clearly cracked a mission with crass intentions. You may have given the credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm fade down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated, they don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one will stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals, I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the eating, and no umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you mourn my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They ain't submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act evil. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagine and bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a Sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state of God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe, never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack, where my at. Take an L and try to double back, we ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap, I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up? I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up?
Hey, used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to rough. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. The birthday got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit, oh ransom. She on the class tryna get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her. And I ain't tryna let her down, but I'm not. If you was tryna settle down, get a fact. Song pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights off, lights on. Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like, she running up, she running down. She pay her bill, she get up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I doubled up. 2023 and I'm the only coming up, yeah.
Can't stop till we all up there. I drop with the whole world spinning. When I do like this, it's the big pop.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Seattle. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
go. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line. Big Lion.
They'll set up a throw. And right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Slot man moves right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window. Because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alontae Taylor. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7, and it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle.
Dragon 60. Check smash. Check smash.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one too low. The Seahawks at 9-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
70 Rangers, 70, 19 Lions, 18 Pioneers. Check, 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 check. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Go.
They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
You talk about this Seahawk defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Rig alert, rig alert. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyquan Thornton, 76 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On play action, they'll throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyquan Thornton with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now back to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down. They needed 4. They got 8. And it results in a conversion on 4th down. A give up the middle to Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch, too, huh?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. These guys running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Touchdown, Rams. Pat Fryermuth. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Next to score, Seahawks 24, Rams 7.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique, his ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready, set. Stop below 18. Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff running through the middle. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Rams' 2-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go street. Dragon 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 Lion. 18 Pioneer. Mustang 19.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Go! 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Second and 5. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They run a draw here on 2nd down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Now receiver in motion left.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check go.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 8. Pass complete to Akers on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards.
And the Seahawks have opened the lead up to 30.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago. Trust me.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now.
He'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Rams.
In motion goes the tight end.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. There he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
2nd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Top 19, Warriors 70. Hey, Crash. Ready, ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's taken in by the tight end Finn. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ready. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do. What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
19 Tiger. Check match. Check match. 65 cat. 65 cat. Rattler. 18 Rattler. Dragon 60. Go.
Back to throw again. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and try to add to this lead.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That'll be caught. It's Cup. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. Motion left, Cup. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
First down, Los Angeles.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it up, and the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Rig alert, rig alert.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now 2nd and 3.
70 Timberwolves. Let go.
Back to throw here. Aaron Donald in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career.
70 Rangers. 19 Lions. Check smash, check smash. Check, bomb tap, check, bomb tap. 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hurt. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now back to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Riggs, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Back to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7.